So implementing your code and making it clean will actually affect a lot on your testing. So for example, if you have one method that does 20 different type of things, so it opens your camera, it calls your SQLite database, and it sends it to the network, that's like three things that you need to test for. I mean, your testing is going to be, that one method test is going to be huge. That one method, and that's actually pretty difficult to test if you have three things going on in one method. So actually making your code clean and making only one thing happen with each method will actually save you a lot of headaches with testing, and it'll make it a lot easier to read as well, kind of like a book. Every paragraph should only have one kind of like plot, for example. I'm not good with writing, but I kind of think like one paragraph should have one summary somewhat. So each method should have a summary of what it's supposed to do, and it should have a very little amount of lines. So it should have like 10 lines or less, no more really, unless it's like an anonymous inner class or something. You kind of have to have more than that. But I would recommend something like Clean Code by like Robert Martin. You can get on Amazon. I'll put it in the description. And he pretty much talks about making clean code for Java and just making it really clean and how you do that, because a lot of developers think they know how to make their code clean, but they really don't. They try to, they really do, but there are certain ways that just make it a lot cleaner. For example, making your variables the names. You may think that the names don't really mean much, but they mean a lot. They should dictate what they do. So if you have a variable that's to a math equation to, so say you have a variable that is the unique ID of a person in your Firebase database, you would have like a unique UID for person or something like that. Or your class name would be called person for each person in your database. For example, you need to make the variables precise and what they do. That also helps you with your testing, because when you're testing, you don't want to go into the code and see like, what does this mean, or like what does this do? You should know what the class does or the method does just by looking at the method name and the parameters. You shouldn't have to be looking at the comments or looking into the method. And I'm not exactly perfectly clean at that, but I try my best, you know. But I would recommend reading that book. That would help a lot.